And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here as we get set for dirt track racing. We are here at the half-mile speedway of Bristol Motor Speedway, but whenever we come here now, we come to a dirt-covered Bristol Motor Speedway because, to me, dirt track short racing is a lot more exciting than just concrete short racing. So we are getting set here tonight for rather an interesting race weekend, as a matter of fact. A couple of events are going to be slightly different from what we're used to. Now, I'll explain the reasoning in just a moment, but tonight we are going to have two races for the TaxSlayer Truck Series third race of the season. This is the Dirt Devil Duels at Bristol. And the reason that we're having two races is because this track in particular, the I&I, can only fit 41 trucks on the racetrack at one time. We don't want anyone to have to sit out a race, and so therefore we have split it up into two races with 21 trucks in each race. Now how this is going to go down is we're going to have two race winners by the time we leave Bristol here tonight. The same rules that we have tonight are going to apply in tomorrow's Pizza Hut X Series race as well, where we'll have two races there. But we'll get to that when we get to that. We're concentrating on the trucks here tonight. So 21 drivers in the first race, 21 drivers in the second race. All will end up getting points, and they will all race for 50 laps of competition. However, due to the fact that we're going to be having two different races and we're having it split up with the field, there are no stage points on the line here tonight. The only points that are available tonight outside of the regularly scored points each week are going to be one playoff point, and that is available to whoever wins the one race here and the second race later on. That's the only outside-the-box point that a driver can gain, and they can only gain it by going to victory lane here tonight. So this is going to be a very interesting concept that we're introducing here, just to make sure everyone has a chance of being able to race here at Bristol Dirt. And as I said, we'll have the same kind of a thing with our Pizza Hut X Series race in tomorrow night's event. The Hershey's Cup Series, they're just going to basically have all 39 cars on track because we only have 39 drivers in the roster, so they will all fit on track at once. We're going to have a longer race as a result, but that's how that's basically going to go down. So it's going to be very interesting here tonight. As we see here, this is the first group of drivers. You got Shane Lake starting on the pole for this one alongside of A Garcia. These drivers were all chosen at random into which duel they were going to take part in, but there you go. That's your front row for this race, and we are moments away from getting the command. I can't wait to find out what's going to happen in this race because Bristol Dirt has always brought about great racing, great finishes, and I'm expecting no less tonight in our two events. So without further ado, let's go down trackside. Let's get these trucks rolling. It's time for those most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
There's the command to fire them up. They'll file behind the NNSCRA pace truck. And you can look down in the description at your starting lineup for both this first duel as well as the second duel later on here tonight. We're going to give you your top 10 presented by Golden Corral. Ace Garcia, you see him lining up second for this duel. He is your points leader coming into this race. 9 points over Patrick Smith and Joseph Srigley. They are second and third. R Brommer is fourth. M Saatchi fifth. Last week's winner at Las Vegas, Jonathan Zoerlein, who is in this field tonight. He jumped up to 6th. Tony Green, our Daytona winner, is 7th. And it's J Gratton, Cervantes, and Jordan Lopez, your top 10 in points coming into this race. We'll give you the top 10 again at the start of our second duel. But for now, duel number 1 is underway. Green flag's out. Let's roll. Hopefully I'll be able to see them all through these clouds of dust. They're going to be kicking up here tonight. 4 wide already back there in the middle of the pack. That was Davey Johnson down the bottom, and they're 4 wide a little bit further back. Jake Rogers put in the middle there with Jonathan Zoerlein, last time out's winner. Up front, battle for the lead is on. Shane Lake has it. Ryan Madden wants it. I nearly lost my voice just there when I saw the Ace Garcia truck get the wall, but they all gave him room. He's still going. Ryan Madden will fear for the race lead, but look at this behind him. 3 wide, almost 4 wide. Is that Srigley on the bottom? In the middle is the 92. And right up high there is Shane Lake. That's Mason Wood in the 92. Name was failing me for a moment there. Look at Marty Czekala trying to stick it right in the middle, 4 wide as Lake gets the wall off the corner. This all going on behind Ryan Madden. Davey Johnson second, but not for long. It's 3 wide for second. Czekala, Srigley, and Johnson into turn 1. Czekala trying to get the second spot. Shane Lake back down to the bottom. He's trying to get by Mason Wood. That's for 4th as he's 3 wide for that position, and the caution flag is out. First time tonight, and how they made it 5 laps without a yellow flag coming out, I don't know. But our first caution of the evening comes out here on lap number 5. But man, what some doggone good racing that was leading up to that first yellow. Let's see who was involved. And it looks like it was Nick Johnson in the 42, but there wasn't much damage on that car. Oh, M Saatchi, though, was involved in the 74, and that's the driver that came into this race 5th in the point standings. I don't know how much damage he sustained. Got some right side damage, but these trucks are pretty durable, especially when it comes to dirt racing. Oh, he's got left side damage as well. Maybe a little buckle on the hood. I don't think that's enough to put him out of the race. Patrick Smith tied for 2nd in points back here. And Saatchi, they will get that truck repaired and return back to the racetrack. So, not surprised there. M Czekala is coming to pit road, giving up the 2nd position. Now, I don't know if this is a regularly scheduled stop for the 33 or not, but he has hit the pit lane. Only thing I could think of is maybe he got the wall off one of the corners and they want to just come down and make sure there's not going to be a tire rub. As he comes into the attention of his crew, and yeah, they're going to service the car, so maybe they're just going to repair some damage, get him back out there. So we're under yellow for the first time here tonight at Bristol Dirt. Let's go back and look at a replay of what happened as Ryan Madden leads us under our first caution. This was just crossing the start-finish line, heading into turn 1, 3 wide, Nick Johnson, Patrick Smith, and M Saatchi. And let's see where the, oh, yep, down on the bottom there. Oh, Nick Johnson's truck just stepped out on him. And up there and collects the 41 and the 74. You're going to see that a lot tonight. Grip at a dirt track, it's basically not there. You're very lucky if your car is able, or your truck in this case, is able to slide through the corner without going out from underneath you. So, typical dirt track racing, typical dirt track incident. And Saatchi was pinned up against the wall, but it looks like they're going to try and get that car repaired, but not before he's going to lose a lap. So, let's get ready to go back green. More truck racing on the way. Green flag ready to come back out on lap number 10, giving us 41 laps to go here tonight at Bristol Dirt. Ryan Madden gets us back underway, and tough night for M Saatchi. I thought they were going to get that car repaired and get him back out there, but they have pushed his FedEx Toyota Tundra behind the wall. We got trouble in the back. That's Zach Rogers around. Couldn't tell who he collected. Looks like it might have also been the 74, the 94 rather, of Anderson, and the caution's right back out again. But M Saatchi out of the race in the 21st position, and we are very quickly under our 2nd yellow flag of the day. Not exactly certain what happened there. It looked like Rogers may have gotten hooked by Julius Anderson, but I'm not 100% certain. There may have been somebody else involved further back. Or not Julius Anderson, I'm sorry, N Raill in the 94. So I'm not exactly certain if a 3rd driver was collected or not, but we're under caution again. So let's go back and take a look at another replay. Everyone wadded up on the restart, all trying to go for position, and it looks like Rogers tried to get to the inside of C Tsang, and then Raill tries to get to the inside of Rogers, and then Seth Cole tries to get to the inside of Raill. So Seth Cole did get a little piece of this, but nosing it into the wall were Rogers and Raill, but both of them were able to continue, and they are both still on the lead lap, so we'll see if they can make a comeback from this. But yeah, just everybody trying to get track position here early on when they were all wadded up for the restart. And we're getting ready for another restart, so things may get even crazier. Here we go then. We ran the first 5 laps under green, but since then we've been under caution for 2 times. And Ryan Madden ready to get us back underway over J Srigley, Mason Wood, Davey Johnson, and Joshua Ciculli. Green flag back in the air. And Srigley wasting no time. Whoa, Madden tried to throw the block on him. He saw him coming, and we nearly end up having a wreck right at the front of the field. Make the move, but for how long? Mason Wood with a big drive there out of 4. Not quite going to get Srigley at the line, but he will have the inside advantage going down here into turn 1. And he will take the race. Well, I thought he was going to. Srigley very strong comeback on the high side. Now Mason Wood will clear. And Srigley left to battle for 2nd place with Ryan Madden. Woo! Madden driving it deep into the corner. That was close. Pole sitter Shane Lake now there in the 4th position, trying to take the spot away from Joshua Ciculli, 73. He succeeds. And up front, they're racing again. Srigley takes the lead away from Mason Wood. Here comes Ryan Madden now for 2nd place. saw in that last wreck, we saw Seth Cole get a little bit of the incident with Zach Rogers and N Raill. Well, he's now up here inside the top 10. We can get to him. There he is, now to the inside of the 54 of Paul Minnick. Minnick having a good run here. They're in a 3 wide. Put Joshua Ciculli up there on the high side in that situation. Both of the WF9 Motorsports cars having good runs there. Caitlin Tsang in the 37, Ciculli in the 73. Not too far back from these guys is the 83 of Joshua Hyatt. There he is. Joshua's had some good runs last 2 starts. Finds himself currently situated 19th in the point standings. Had a really good run back at Las Vegas. Speaking of Vegas, there is our Vegas race winner. Scored in around the 12th, 13th position is Jonathan Zoerlein. After that win last week, he jumped up to 6th in points. So just trying to have a consistent run here tonight. Saw Marty Czekala come to pit road under the first yellow, giving up the 2nd position. He's now back in traffic, but trying to fight his way through, and now kind of boxed in between Julius Anderson, Patrick Smith, and N Raill, with Jake Rogers right behind him. Meanwhile, up at the front, they are going to race 3 wide for the lead. Wood, Madden, and Srigley. Boy, these 3 mixing it up. Look at Srigley forcing it right between Madden and the outside wall, but way wide through the corner goes the Allegiant Travel Chevrolet, and Davey Johnson gets the wall back there as well. And all of a sudden, this battle amongst these top 3 has brought some more company into the group. 4th place, that's where you find Paul Minnick. 5th place, Shane Lake. So we're about to have some new players up here to maybe battle for the race lead as it's side by side again. Between a couple of Ford F-Series. Mason Wood up top side, Ryan Madden down low. And we are now halfway through this duel. Thought I heard a slower car up ahead, and that is Nick Johnson in the 42. He might be a problem for these race leaders. Have to see what happens here. They're all settling out single file maybe so they can get by. Woo, that was a little close. Mason Wood nearly taking the entire rear bumper off the 99, and now they're all going to go to the inside and make their way by the slower, damaged machine of Nick Johnson. Johnson, of course, involved in their first caution. Look at J Srigley. Drives it deep, gets Wood for 2nd, tries to get to the left rear quarter panel to challenge Ryan Madden for the lead. Contact back there between Nick Johnson and Shane Lake. I don't know if Nick's not happy with the 43 or something. I didn't even see Shane Lake anywhere around the incident that involved the 42, but that was very interesting. It's now 3 wide for 2nd place. Here comes Paul Minnick to the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to try and get 2 for the price of 1, passing both Mason Wood and Ryan Madden, moving from 4th to 2nd. Clears Madden, but still side by side with Wood. Now I think he'll clear the 92. Nope, Wood gonna battle back on the top side, and now Paul Minnick's got thoughts about maybe getting to the left rear quarter panel of Srigley for the race lead. He's side by side down the back straightaway. Great racing up here at the front. Why do you think I love coming to this racetrack? And Minnick will clear for the top position. Paul Minnick coming into this race in 2 starts finds himself mired down in the point standings in the 38th position. Boy, could this team use a win. Srigley now to the inside to take the race lead back. Joseph Srigley in his 2 starts finds himself currently situated a little bit better in the points than Paul Minnick. Srigley currently is 3rd in points. Average finish of 15th, and right now looking for his first win. Keep in mind, I mean, Joseph Srigley has, what, 4 career Hershey's Cup Series wins to move down full time to the TaxSlayer Truck Series this season. Out in front showing the way, Mason Wood right behind him, though. Ryan Madden there in the 99. It might come down to these 4 unless Seth Cole, Davey Johnson, and Shane Lake are able to put their differences aside and get up to these guys. Because these guys are battling, but they're battling as well from 5th place on back. There's Lake, Joshua Hyatt also in this group, along with Davey Johnson, Caitlin Tsang, and Seth Cole. That's 5th back through 9th. I mean, the only thing I think these drivers have on their side, if they're going to get back up in the hunt for this win, is maybe a late race caution. But right now, everybody's racing hard, but they're racing clean, so I don't know if we are going to have another yellow flag show up. Meanwhile, Mason Wood is taking the race lead back over from Joseph Srigley. Srigley right there, though. Battle for third. Minnick to the inside of Madden, and here comes Srigley taking a peek to try and take the top position back. Mason Wood coming into this race is currently 34th in points. And then the other driver we haven't talked about, Ryan Madden in the 99, he currently is... He's currently 14th in points. So out of these four, the two that really could use the victory would be Mason Wood and Paul Minnick. But Srigley and Madden aren't going to let that stop them from trying to take the race lead. Here comes Srigley, trying to get to the left rear quarter panel down the back straightaway. He is there. And now the flagman holds out two hands, showing 10 fingers, 10 laps to go. And here we go. We're going to go maybe 3 wide for the lead. Minnick's thinking about it. He's looking. He is, oh my goodness, he is there. He almost took Srigley out. Minnick trying to get that inside line going. We got 2 Fords, 1 Chevy, 1 Toyota up here in the top 4. And the way things are looking, they'll be these 4 to settle it out here in the first duel of the Dirt Devil duels at Bristol. Mason Wood, though, he's to the bottom. He's going to get to the left rear, side by side out of turn number 2. Slow truck again of Nick Johnson may be a factor as they are double wide behind him this time. They got by the slow truck pretty well last time, but now, oh boy, Nick Johnson came down almost pinching the 92, and I couldn't tell, almost looked like some gray smoke up ahead, and I think there's another truck there approaching. Now I guess there's no gray smoke. I thought a truck had blown up just ahead of the race leaders. Oh man, Srigley's having a tough time getting around Nick Johnson, and now the top 2 have broken away. Little distance back to Ryan Madden, and that I believe is the 51 of A Garcia they're catching up to. The points leader coming into today's race. Still side by side, and now Minnick will take the top position away, and that is indeed the 51 up ahead. Ace Garcia came into this race the points leader. I don't think he'll leave Bristol as the points leader. Crossover move by Mason Wood. He's back to the inside of Minnick with 4 laps to go. And Ryan Madden back into the picture now. If they keep battling, Joseph Srigley will be back into this battle. Wood takes the top spot, 3 to go. Here comes the 99 of Madden for second off of Paul Minnick, and they're going to have their hands full with that 51 of Ace Garcia. Well, I thought they were going to, but Mason Wood able to throw a nice crossover to get to the inside of the Aris Toyota Camry. He'll clear, but here comes Ryan Madden also with a good run. 2 laps to go here at Bristol in the first duel. Are they going to go 3 wide down the back straightaway? Almost. Madden was almost to the left rear of Mason Wood as Minnick now will take second. Now he's side by side for the lead. White flag displayed, 1 more lap to go. It's going to be Minnick, Wood, or Madden. Who is it going to be? I think the odds are in favor of someone with a last name beginning with an M. But Minnick is cleared for the top spot. Madden goes for second. Can Madden get a run down the front straightaway? He's trying as Minnick will win the first duel race here tonight at Bristol. Wow. Crazy finish. I love this track. I love this track to death. Paul Minnick, what a well-needed run for that team. 38th in points, his first win of his NNSCRA career and first win of his career in the TaxSlayer Truck Series here tonight. Not only does he gain himself a victory, he now maybe puts himself in the conversation to get one of the spots in the chase for the championship, and with that win, gets himself a valuable playoff point towards the chase for the championship if he makes it. But don't go anywhere. We still got another entire 50-lap duel race to come. Here's the lineup for how they finished. Minnick, Madden, Mason Wood. They were the top 3. Joseph Srigley lost touch with them, but he'll finish in 4th. And with Ace Garcia and Patrick Smith both having some tough luck runs tonight, Srigley may take the points lead over heading into next week. Davey Johnson will get 5th. Joshua Hyatt, another solid outing for him in 6th. Seth Cole 7th. How about the 94 of N Raill? He got involved in our last caution after he and Zach Rogers made contact and both hit the inside wall. He battled back for 8th. Ciculli will get 9th, and pole sitter Shane Lake drifted back to finish in 10th. Then it was J Tsang, Ricky Cervantes, last time out's winner J Zoerlein, 13th, 14th for second in points Patrick Smith, M Czekala in 15th. Not certain what that pit stop was all about, but it did not help him. And then the Rogers, Jake and Zach in 16th and 17th. Julius Anderson was the last car to finish on the lead lap in 18th. 19th was A Garcia. He finished 1 lap down. He was the points leader coming into this race, and Nick Johnson finished 2 laps down in 20th. The only car to finish out of the race in this duel was Marcus Saatchi, who came into this race 5th in the points standings. So Bristol Dirt definitely bringing about great racing, but definitely also playing its part into shaking up the point standings. We'll have to see what happens in our second duel. Number of other drivers that are running well in the points will be in that one, and we'll see what happens to them. Don't go anywhere. We're going to get ready now for our second duel race here tonight at Bristol in the Dirt Devil Duels. So as we prepare for our second duel here tonight, the other 21 trucks that didn't take part in the first duel are in this second duel, with Alex Gray lining up on the pole alongside of Stuart Gratton. Now, some of the drivers that we didn't document in the last race that were running well in the point standings that we'll be covering in this duel include 4th in points Ryan Brommer, 7th in the standings Tony Green, who of course won at Daytona. Stuart Gratton is another who's lined up on the outside of the front row. Also Jordan Lopez, who comes into this race 10th in the point stand. So there are quite a number of drivers in this field that could also either gain or lose a ton of positions in the point stands depending on the type of finish they get in this race. 50 laps of racing for these trucks as well. And let's hope that we get another great finish like we did in that first one. So far, we've had technically 3 races, 3 different race winners. Let's get the command.
Drivers, start your engines.
The only driver that gave us a chance of having a repeat winner in the first duel was J Zoerlein, and the only driver that's in this field that gives us a chance of a repeat winner is Tony Green, rolling off from the 8th position. P Minnick, a driver that was struggling in the point standings, gets a win in our first duel. There are a couple of drivers that are starting up here near the front of the field that also are not having the best of seasons. You look at our pole sitter, Alex Gray, for instance. He's 40th in the point standings coming into this race. Really could use a good run. Maybe, just maybe, lightning will strike twice and a struggling driver in points will get a win. As we get set to turn them loose, 50 laps of racing for the second time tonight. Let's roll. Jake Moss wasting no time. Got to the left rear. Can he drive it to the inside of Alex Gray? Yes, he can. First lap lead will go to the 24 of Jake Moss. That's another driver that really could use a good run. Dropped 10 spots in the points after Las Vegas to 27th in the standings. And look at him behind him. They are 3 wide. That is Dylan Theroux in the 17, who had a surprise top 10 finish at Vegas last time out. Never really talked about him much in the race, but all of a sudden he was up there and snatched 10th place away. He's running 3rd right now, but here comes Darren Davidson to the inside for that position. 3 wide further back, Ryan Brommer puts Tyler Deaver in the middle. Tony Green way up top rim riding. Up front, top 2 have kind of broken away, and they're battling amongst themselves. Alex Gray back to the bottom of the racetrack, trying to get by Jake Moss. And he will do so. So Alex Gray, despite not leading the first lap, will lead a lap tonight and get himself at least a bonus point in that respect. Look at this back here. Ryan Brommer, Tony Green, Tyler Deaver. Oh, Stuart Gratton got the wall back there. And there's the 05 of E Sazak there. They're 4 wide as he drives it way down to the bottom. Into the wall a little bit was Tyler Deaver. And here comes Dylan Theroux back to the bottom. 4 wide further back again. Almost 5 wide. That was Charles Jackson testing the waters. Also in that group, the 23 of Jordan Lopez. Top 10 in points. Tristan Allen there in the 12 also. The battling's really good back here. I know that they're up front there battling as well between Alex Gray and Jake Moss, but this is where the fun is. Lopez to the bottom of the racetrack trying to go 3 wide. This is a battle for 4th on back. Tristan Allen right now in control of 4th. Jordan Lopez trying to take the spot, and then you got Ryan Brommer, Tony Green, Dylan Theroux, all in this group. E Sazak in the 05. And don't count out some of these other drivers that are working their way up. How about that 25 of Jessica Miles? Had a great run in Las Vegas. She's now going 3 wide there and Theroux. Ooh, little contact there. No harm, no foul. R Brommer and C Tsang making some contact with each other, but keeping it together nonetheless. Look at Tony Green way up the racetrack with Dylan Theroux, and both going to make a little contact. Green with the wall, Theroux with Green. Woo! Alejandro Yepez got a little squirrely there in the bottom. Trouble in the back! Teammates! I think Whitman just turned Barber. No caution. We're still green. But I think that the 33 just hooked the 3. A couple of teammates out of Michael Norman Motorsports wrecking each other for position. But no yellow flag. We are still green flag racing. Alex Gray showing the way. Wow, that rhymed. Jake Moss. Trying not to get a loss. Why am I even bothering? Anyway, top 2 have broken away for the moment. The 0 out of ML Motorsports, the 24 out of AS Racing. Now the battle is on for 3rd. Jordan Lopez to the inside of Darren Davidson. And then you've got the 2nd ML Motorsports car back there, and Jessica Miles running in 5th. And Alejandro Yepez, who had a very good showing at Vegas last week, he's now going to move by Carter Friesen. That is for 6th place. Friesen also had a top 10 run last week at Las Vegas, so we're seeing a lot of drivers that had good runs last week, trying to follow it up here tonight at Bristol Dirt, as Darren Davidson back to the inside, trying to take 3rd place back away from Jordan Lopez. Davidson was one of those drivers that really was up there battling at scene last week at Vegas as well, and I don't know what happened to that car, but near the second half of the race, he found himself in a very bad predicament. I think he did go a lap down in that race. I don't remember for absolute certain, but he was, or either that or he was very close to going a lap down. He finished the day out. No, he didn't finish off the lead lap, but he finished in 26th. And that was after running the top 10 for most of the race. Jessica Miles trying to do the outside of Jordan Lopez. Not sure that's going to work. She finished 4th in last week's race at Vegas. We documented the 29 of Carter Friesen. There he is side by side with Yepez. Carter Friesen finished in the 5th position last week. Yepez was up inside the top 10, kind of like Davidson, but then fell back late to 16th to finish out that race. Meanwhile, Alex Gray out in front, showing the way, and I think Jake Moss might have liked it if that caution had come out when the 33 and the 3 got together. Talk about a driver just having a tough season. I mean, bad enough getting wrecked by his teammate, but Barber coming into this race, Easton Barber, is currently dead last in the point standings. And he was obviously looking for a good run here tonight and got denied by his teammate. You guys have already seen what happened, courtesy of our S-Race split cam. And, you know, you can make your own judgments, but from what I saw just from live action, I haven't seen the replay like you guys have, but it looked like the 33 hooked the 3. Maybe it was the other way around. Trucks are very similar. As Jessica Miles will move into 3rd place, bypassing Darren Davidson, so ML Motorsports now has 2 of their trucks up inside the podium positions. Lopez running behind Davidson, he's in 5th, 6th Carter Friesen. You got a battle back here between Dylan Theroux and Alejandro Yepez, and Eli Bright is now cracked the top 10. In the 9th position, so good run for him. Charles Jackson right behind him in the 10th spot. Tyler Deaver there, and here comes the other car out of BKR, 19, of Isaac Nichols, trying to get up there with his teammate in the 29. Allen just in front of him there in the 12, so a couple of drivers out of Top Notch Motorsports having some good runs. Allen currently in 12th, and we saw Davidson up inside the top 5. Jessica Miles had a very strong car late in the race at Las Vegas. Maybe she has a strong car for late in the race here at Bristol Dirt. We are now halfway through this race. Nice battle on the track is going on back from around the 4th, 5th, 6th position. That's where you find Davidson, Lopez, and Friesen. Friesen will complete the pass for 5th place on Lopez, now sets his sights on the Stobart Chevy Silverado of Darren Davidson. Get to the inside, that's going to allow also for Jordan Lopez to get to the inside. Lopez wants a 2 for the price of 1. He's going to try and get to the left rear of the 29 car going into 1. Going to get there. No slip up there by Carter Friesen. Good good battle going on just behind them. Eli Bright to the inside of Dylan Theroux. That would be for 8th place. And give it to the 7th. One guy that's just out there enjoying the view is Alex Gray, but he might not want to enjoy that view too long because Jake Moss, even though Jake Moss hasn't mounted a charge, he's not lost touch with the CarQuest Chevrolet. He is still right there within striking distance. And Jessica Miles is also starting to close the gap as well. So he's not out of the woods yet as Alex Gray. He can't lean back and relax. 20 laps to go. Still a long ways in this one. Anything can happen. We could have ourselves a late race caution and it'll bunch everybody else back up. Two cautions in our first race, and so far in this one, there has been no yellow flag. We haven't been without incident. We did have an incident take place between North Motorsport teammates Easton Barber and Michael Whitman. I don't know if those two are in any danger of going down a lap. The field hits the stripe now. These two are actually battling each other again. This is for the 20th position. See when they hit the stripe as opposed to the leaders. They're side by side hitting the line now. Race leaders out of turn 4. Ooh, so yeah, they might get caught. We know that the 33 and the 3, they both got the wall. Both went down the inside wall, but I don't think they got a whole lot of damage. So obviously it's down to track position why they are in danger of going a lap down due to the spin they both had. So they might both be up to speed, and that could be a big wall of traffic for Alex Gray. Jessica Miles may be realizing that as well, as she's going to try and take second and succeed on bypassing Jake Moss for that runner-up spot for the moment. Wow, Jake Moss way up the racetrack there in turn 1. Not certain what that's about, and he's going to get the wall off the corner too. All of a sudden, that truck not handling to his liking. As Jessica Miles now tries to reel in her teammate Alex Gray. Right now, it's 1-2. The ML Motorsports Chevrolets. Both looking for their first win in the TaxSlayer Truck Series. For Miles, she's looking for her first career NSCRA victory. Alex Gray does have a victory in the NSCRA overall. That was last season, the Hershey's Cup Series non-charter system race at Zenjoltas. Now it is Chevy's completing the top 3. Then you got the Ford of Carter Friesen, and then the Chevy of Jordan Lopez there in 5th. Getting close to the 10 laps to go mark. How hard would Alex Gray and Jessica Miles be willing to race each other? We saw teammates wreck each other for position between the 3 and the 33 earlier on, so would that be the same for Gray and Miles? If you look at the 2 seasons, I already mentioned Alex Gray coming into this race firing all the way down to 40th position in points. Jessica Miles, on the other hand, finds herself currently 12th in the point standings. So obviously the 0 could use the win more. But I don't exactly think, don't think Jessica Miles would be willing to hang back and say, all right, you know what, you're struggling more in the point stands, I'll let you take the win. 10 laps to go, it's now 9 laps to go as they hit the stripe, and Miles is right there within striking distance. And again, like I said, I'm pretty certain that 33 and 3 are going to play a big factor in this if they catch them. Looks like they will. I mean, we got 7 to go. No, 8 to go now when they hit the stripe, and 3 cars just up ahead. So now the question is, how will Alex Gray do with traffic? Not lap traffic either, and not slower traffic. On the back bumper of the 3, almost literally moved him out of the way. I don't think it was contact, but I think he would have been willing to use the bumper if necessary. Get by Easton Barber. Now Miles tries to do the same. Now Alex Gray onto the back bumper of Whitman. You can see the left side damage on the 33. He wiggles a little, and now Gray will get to his inside. Looks like Gray's doing a little bit better job getting through the traffic than Jessica Miles is. Miles has to really get by that 33 quickly because there's only 5 more laps to go in this one. Miles now to the bottom of the racetrack to get by Whitman. Now she will clear him and now has her sights set again on Alex Gray. Can she run down her teammate for the victory? 4 laps to go here at Bristol. Last time by. The gap was about 3/10. We'll see if it closes up. Oh, it's definitely going to close up. What a great run Miles got there through 3 and 4. Right on the back door. And now to the inside comes Jessica Miles for the race lead. Potentially the race win. Gray trying to battle back on the high side. Oh, Gray way up the track. He might even get the wall. No, he doesn't get the wall. Wow, what a photo finish that would have been. Who led it? They said Gray got it at the line, but man, that was close. And Miles clears for the top spot. No, tries to slide up in front, can't do it. White flag displayed this time. Miles out in front. Now the hunter has become the hunted. Alex Gray right there. Will he make a move? Here he comes to the bottom. Can he get to the left rear? He's there. This is going to be a drag race between teammates here. Who's going to win? Gray, Miles. Miles tries to battle back. Gray gets it by half a truck length at the line and wins the second Dirt Devil duel tonight at Bristol. Wow, what a battle between teammates there. And Alex Gray lost the lead with white flag, made the crossover on the white flag lap, and was able by half a truck length to edge out his teammate Jessica Miles for his first win in the TaxSlayer Truck Series. We might as well start calling Bristol Dirt the super speedway of short tracks. It seems to be the track that helps the underdog out, the driver that's struggling in the point standings. But what a race, what a couple of races. You can see why I love this track now. Alex Gray, Jessica Miles. That is a team owner's delight. 1-2 finish for the ML Motorsports Chevrolet Silverados. Jake Moss will finish the day out in 3rd. Jordan Lopez 4th. And D Davison will get a top 5 and 5th. Rest of your top 10 were Carter Friesen, A Yepez, Eli Bright, Dylan Theroux, and Charles Jackson. You see all the way down, everybody, but with the exception of the 33 and the 3, finished on the lead lap. Stuart Gratton was the last car to finish on the lead lap in the 19th position. Whitman and Barber did finish, but 1 lap down each. So that is going to do it here today for our races at Bristol Dirt. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's races. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to come bar with the crew today, and be sure to tune in to tomorrow's races for the Pizza Deck Series. We're doing the exact same thing, exact same setup that we had here tonight. We'll have 21 cars in one group, 21 cars in another group, 2 different race winners, and only 1 playoff point on the line per race winner of those 2 events. So Alex Gray and P Minnick have won here tonight. They've both got a playoff point in the bank if they manage to make it into the chase for the championship, but they got at least goal number 1 on their checklist done as they both find victory lane here in the TaxSlayer Truck Series. We'll see you guys tomorrow night for the Pizza Deck Series race, and then the following night we've got the Hershey's Cup Series race here from Bristol Dirt. We will see you guys next time as you've been watching a production of the NNSCRA Offline Racing at its best.